Welcome to Changeling the Dreaming, Love Springs Eternal. This is chapter 4 of our story. Let's kind of give a recap for everyone who's listening about what happened last week. Who wants to start us off? Monica, how about you?
We heard about the tiger mauling the other tiger, and we read the newspaper, and it had a picture, and it was actually a manticore.
Yes.
And so that was alarming. We went to the place with Grace, and we were trying to figure out what to do, and the little kid who's having his chrysalis is some prince. She actually.
Yes, Prince Illyrio.
And he and his family just so happened to be staying at the Reverie. So.
Well, they originally weren't.
Yes, but
they asked if they could move because crazy things were happening at the Crescent Hotel.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
And they came to stay with you guys.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Before that, though, you investigated the flowers.
I did.
What'd you find out there?
That it seems like Trixie did something to some extra flowers. She went behind my back and ordered new baby's breath, and then she fled the scene. So, yeah.
So Nanny's after her.
Yeah, sent them all after her. I was glad that they didn't immediately take her side. Well, Nanny was very stressed about the oath. She was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
So,
she wasn't playing with it.
Yes.
She understood the severity of the magnitude, if you will, of what she did. So, it is one of those things. They're chasing her down. They said that they thought she was most likely heading towards Georgia. She's got people there. They're going to try to get her. Didn't one of you soothsayed, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And you got it. You got a vision of Trixie running away, and then a black figure swooping down from the sky, swooping her up and making her disappear.
Yeah, that was weird.
And the whatever people were pursuing her in the distance looked like they lost her.
Yeah.
That was your omen that you got.
Yes.
So we also left our story with something that is player knowledge, but not character knowledge. And that is the Manticore known as Torpius, the creation of Dominic Lowell, aka Prince Illyrio, to Morrigan.
Mm-hmm.
Through his anger, rage, and frustration at being bound to this tiger body, somehow managed to escape. But that is not character knowledge. It's just a nice cliffhanger info. And it has no bearing on where we start our story tonight. And that is in a cozy corner of the Reverie.
Every corner was cozy at the Reverie.
with a kettle of tea steeping, and 2 cups and saucers and biscuits, a quaint little cute set of matching floral designs.
Hell yeah.
And a concerned parent sits across from you. She stirs her tea kind of pensively, like she wants to share. She wants to tell you something, but she's afraid to.
I'll just stay quiet. I don't want to scare her off. I don't want to pressure her. Mm-hmm. So I'll make small talk with her, maybe ask about where they're from,
and she says all over. Originally, we were.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Talked to her.
We were high school sweethearts in Las Vegas.
Aww.
And he came back and after his basic training, and I thought he'd go off and see the world and leave me, and I was gonna miss him, but he came back, and a lot of these relationships don't work, In the military, it's tough sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been together now 15 years.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's been good until recently.
Oh?
Well, it's still good with it's just tough, Dominic.
How old is he?
He's 10.
That can be a difficult age. A lot of people don't really think of that as one. It's not a teen, but I understand.
Yeah. And it's going to be tough tomorrow. We're here on vacation, but he doesn't really know why we're here fully.
What do you mean? Even though she suspects she does know what she means.
Well, when we go back to Missouri, we're making a pit stop. There's a church camp that has a summer program, and we want to get a little more information about it, and figured since we were taking vacation here and coming this way, we could stop. I don't know why I feel so free telling you all this, but
Well, if it makes you uncomfortable, you don't have to. But I'm always here to listen. I've done it with countless guests. I find that a cozy place and an ear to listen, they help more than people think.
yeah, I appreciate it. It's just that, we thought that his imagination the last year or so was just getting really vivid, and that he was just messing with this, but he just insists that he saw things that, and just keep on and keep on and keep on, and it's just gotten to the point where it's just beyond overactive imagination, and we're just kind of at our wits' end. And
What harm could an imagination? Oh no, I won't say that because I know I saw him freaking out at the place, so I'm not gonna. I'll just keep listening because I can't. I obviously know what's going on, but I can't tell her.
well, there's the place is
Turnabout Ranch. Have you heard of it, Dr. Phil? I'm just kidding.
no, it's called Renewal in Faith Fellowship. She gets into her purse and she pulls out a pamphlet from this institute called Bellerophon. And she's like, we think he has this. And it says, is your child or loved one suffering from PFFD?
Do you mind if I kind of hold my hand out so, like, I'm interested? Can I read it?
Sure. But the ranch is in the back of the book.
It is a ranch?
Or pamphlet. Well, sorry, not the. You got me, Monica. You got me, Dr. Phillin.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. No, the camp's just a Christian summer camp. But they help. Apparently, it's a faith-based in conjunction with this Bellerophon's program to help. And we just can't afford to send him to Savannah, where the institute is, and this is close. And even sending him to summer camp for a month is still cheaper than going to Bellerophon.
What does the pamphlet say? PFFD
Stands for Pervasive Paracosm Fixation Disorder.
What's paracosm? Would Pamela know what that is? That sounds familiar, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah. You can give me intelligence
Oh no.
plus medicine.
Oh my god, I have one dice.
Okay, you can roll a chance dice.
I got a 9.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what that is.
You stop dead in your tracks, and I need you to roll
Oh.
your upon realization, I need you to roll the dots you have in your glamour.
Glamour. Okay.
Difficulty 8.
I got a 10. That's it.
Good for you, because you realize holding this pamphlet that banality is just seeping out of it. Paracosm is a fancy word for a detailed imaginary world. And as you read this, it talks about helping children with overactive imaginations, quote unquote, get over it. And you look at this pamphlet, and you notice in the distance that you can see a child sitting in the audience with a downtrodden face that's got satyr horns.
Like a picture in the pamphlet has
Yeah,
that?
it's in the background. Yeah.
Damn.
And she's like, I hope it's the right choice.
You sound uncertain. What makes you want to send him here? You sound like you have reservations.
Well, I've spoken at length with one of the doctors at this institute. They are a recent convert to the institute. It's a Dr. Burns. And
No.
he seems to think that he's seen cases like this in his past.
Oh no.
And he seems to think that Dominic is a classic example of PFFD.
She's like, interesting.
It's like, well, if Dr. Barnes made my friend have a panic attack in the fucking zoo, lady.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, it kind of feels like it might be okay to mention that because she's met Morrigan and knows that she's okay. But I also don't want to go around blabbing Morrigan's business without telling her.
I thought.
Morrigan, what are you doing, by
gossip?
the way? Oh yes, you're a horrible gossip.
Oh shit, you're right, and I don't keep secrets. But it's not like she was like, you have to keep the secret.
I think you can't, or there's something about that your one of your flaws.
My Pandora.
Yeah.
Oh Christ! But I can also never do something purposely to make someone unhappy, and I think that Morrigan would be more upset if I allowed this to happen. So I will. Okay, you're right. I'm gonna gossip. I'm gonna be more of a hushed tone and be like, Morrigan was treated by a Dr. Burns for something similar. I wonder if it's the same man.
I don't know, but he's been doing this for 20-something years.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Seems to be a pretty good authority in it.
Oh no. Oh, I must implore you to not do this to Dominic. Morrigan holds a lot of trauma from those days.
Really?
Yes.
It didn't help her?
No. It made it worse. It made her miserable. I mean, now she's thriving.
Seems like that's weighing on her, and she's like conflicted because she's a parent who thought she's found something to help and has been doing research one way, kind of like an anti-vaxxer, and she's being presented with evidence. And I wouldn't go as far as anti-vaxxers because they go deep down a delusional hole.
Yeah.
But it's like a mother that's worried about what to do for her son, and she's been sold a bill of goods, and now she's being told that bill of goods is not worth anything. So what I need you to do is you need to give me charisma plus let's see here. Empathy.
Oh yeah.
Difficulty of 7 because she's, on the fence about these things.
I have a good listener specialty. Does that do anything? Empathy?
Yeah, you've been listening to her, and you've come to these conclusions. I'll give it to you. So you get 10 against because of that.
Okay. What about hospitality as my charisma?
It doesn't give you. You don't get more.
You don't
than
get
one.
multiple.
Yeah.
This is the only thing I'm good at. Woo! You said difficulty what?
Difficulty 7.
1, 2, 3. -1, so 2.
2.
Yeah.
She kind of nods and she says, "Well, I don't want to. Can you think I can maybe talk to her about it? Because I would like to get somebody who's been through that perspective."
I'm not sure if that will be a good idea. She has some. Did she see Morrigan freaking out yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, yesterday, when she heard that you were considering taking Dominic to a doctor, she didn't even know it was this doctor, and that was her reaction.
Oh my.
That is how much he damaged her.
Give me that same roll at a difficulty of 5 now.
Okay.
Because what you just told her, you can tell, really broke through to her.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, I got 10 successes.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You see it shatter in her.
Uh-oh.
Because it's one thing when somebody tells you something, it's another when you have.
You've witnessed.
You've witnessed.
Yes.
And she just starts to sob. She's like, "I could have done that to my baby.
It's
I
all
could have
right.
done that to him."
It's
and she
okay.
just starts to cry,
Isn't it fortuitous that...
Yes,
You
it's like a
met-
blessing from God.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Here, have
He
some-
answered my prayers by
have some
sending you.
cookies.
Oh.
Please, some tea, whatever you need. I'm so sorry, but I am glad that Dominic will not have to go through that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. If I hadn't talked to you tonight, oh my God.
It's all right. I believe that your intuition as a mother would have kicked in once you met him, and she's bullshitting, but
Yeah.
she didn't fucking know that. But she wants to make her feel better, like you would have,
Yeah.
like you would have sensed something,
Yeah.
so she doesn't feel like she's failed. So she'll be saying stuff like that.
Well, you've kept poor Dominic from a fate worse than death, it seems.
Woohoo!
Meanwhile, as you comfort Miss Lowell and talk her through things and do your bogginly best to be a gracious host, what is Morrigan doing? It's late at
Probably
night.
getting ready for the lesson,
Okay.
the photography lesson that she's to give Dominic,
Mm-hmm.
and probably searching her memory to see like if she has any concrete memories about him to explain to him and tell him, and what she can remember about their house and all that.
Sure. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking at your merits real quick. All right. Let me look real fast at one in particular and see what it gives you. Uno momento. Meanwhile, Dan is like, "No, you need the 50 millimeter. The lab
What do you
can't
mean?
handle doing the long lenses
How do you know he can't handle the long lenses? And why?
because
are
he's
these
gonna
extra neat?
shake. It's gonna be heavy for him.
I thought he said shit.
Shake, shake."
I mean, who's the photographer here?
I've watched enough of it to know. I'm
You've
smart.
watched enough. I didn't say you weren't smart, but experience. It's one thing
Smarts.
reading about it in a book, and it's another to actually physically take the pictures.
I feel like you're taking the piss out of me.
Never.
I've seen you do it. I tell you when your shots are shite.
She
I
just
know,
shakes her
I
head.
may not know what looks good in the little eye hole thingy, but I know what they look. They look good when you take them and you put them on the screen thingy.
Screen thingy. That's some
A
technical
computer.
terminology. Yes.
I can't use it because I got claws.
Okay, fine. I'll take the shorter lens as well, and we'll see who's right.
Me?
She's just smiling and shaking her head.
Okay. So, yes. As far as you trying to recall, you, from what I can tell, you only have the flashbacks flaw.
Mm-hmm. Remembrance gives you flashbacks too, though.
Okay. I gotcha.
That's a background.
Okay, I'm looking for it on your sheet. I don't see it.
It's under backgrounds. It advantages background.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I see it. Okay. Yes, and you're maxed out on that. So go ahead and roll remembrance for me. Just roll the dots you have. Difficulty of, since you're, what are you trying to remember specifically?
Stuff about Prince Illyriel.
Okay.
So, and anything that he needs to know about our house, because he's pretty special in our house, because most of us have given up any royal titles.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a select few that have been chosen to keep them.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's Prince Illyriel, then that's pretty freaking
important, huh?
Yes. Holy shit.
Uh-oh.
Is that good or bad?
It's not good. I rolled 2 10s and 3 1s.
Well, it's not a botch.
Oh,
But-
that's right. That's right.
But you struggle to remember and just try, and all you can think of is his name, serving in his court a long time ago, and him still doing what the Skaha do, which is be on the move and kind of do their own thing, be in Night's Watch, if you will.
Yeah.
And he led kind of like Jon Snow, if we had to give a Game of Thrones reference.
He got stabbed.
Well, before, like in the Watch,
Just
like when
kidding.
right before pre-stabbing,
Okay.
he had a group of followers. If you could call him a prince, he was a prince in that regard. But he led from the front, and he had people that just saw something in him that is rare for a Skaha. And it says a lot to his character to be that person. But here he is, out of time. He was always your senior. And now the tables have turned. But that's about all you can get.
Gotcha.
As far as things that might help him remember who he is, or, experiences you had together, nothing right now.
Yeah.
The mists and the years are the mists are too strong and the years too far removed.
Gotcha.
Hey, what's that in the yard?
I gotta look and see what's in the yard.
Little bastards digging up the bushes.
What? I'm not there.
Who's digging up the bushes?
Right out there, you see him?
I look out the window to see what it is.
You don't have night vision eyeballs, so
Oh yeah, it's nighttime.
ravens
Oh.
typically do. You don't see Jack. You'd have to go turn on the lights.
Okay, well, I get my tripod.
I seen him around a few days ago, digging in the yard. Little shite.
Is
He's
it
got a
dog?
bone
What
out
is it?
there. I bet I
Oh.
hate them. They always bark and think they can catch the birds. They can't catch a bird. They're too stupid. They
Is
don't
it the
wait like a
neighbor's
cat.
dog?
Go look. I don't know. I haven't seen him around.
She just gets her tripod just in case it's not the neighbor's dog.
Okay.
Goes out to see if what exactly it is.
Okay. You see, like, sniffing around by a tree as you flick the light on, and it kind of looks shocked and scared, is a kind of a... It would be a pretty dog if it was cleaned up better. It's like an Australian Shepherd.
Oh.
Aww.
And it looks like maybe it had a home one time, but it's lost and scared. And it,
Can I try to get the dog to come to me?
You can.
Okay. I don't.
So you can give me
Yeah.
animal kin plus charisma.
I'm sorry, puppy. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 8.
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Okay.
Oh, I got 3 successes with my willpower.
Oh wow! Look at you. So the dog starts to come towards you, kind of sheepishly, like it's afraid. You know, like it is scared to trust people, like it's been hurt before. But it eventually kind of comes up, tail between its legs, you know, looking up at you, puppy eyes.
I hold my hand out so it can sniff me.
It does so. And then it licks your hand a little bit.
I scratch under its chin.
Kind of the tail goes from being under its legs to starting to wag a little bit. Don't touch it. It's going to give you rabies.
It is not going to give me rabies. You are being dramatic.
The dog looks up at Dan and kind of backs up with its tail between its
I'll
legs.
fucking do it.
Be nice.
I want him to see me. Get out of here, you shite. And Dan is manifesting. You know, he's like, look at my wings in fear.
Quit being an asshole, Dan.
You only get one pet. I'm it.
He's jealous.
I'm not. I'm not jealous. Even though you didn't. He didn't hear you say it. He just says it like he's like doing what you were thinking. I'm not. I just don't. I don't want a dog in the house. Pamela,
Why?
she keeps too clean out of my house. You think she's going to let a dog in here?
I bet she would let us clean him up and call his owner. Does he have a collar or anything?
No.
Oh, okay.
Call the
I bet
pound.
She
Have him do one of the shots. Go to sleep,
shots?
little puppy.
He's a Cruella DeVille.
And make a coat out of him.
she goes,
Fuck you, Dan. I'll
Dan.
stuff you.
She goes, we could probably take him to a vet and they could probably scan to see if he has a microchip. He looks like he was well cared for at one
So he's a
time.
robot. Even worse,
Glass
a
houses.
robot dog.
Glass houses, Dan. Glass houses.
I don't get it.
I'm gonna fly you into a window, Dan. That's what.
She goes, glass houses. Those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
That's stupid. Of course you know that. You shouldn't have a lawnmower either. You should cut the grass with one of those sickles.
With a scythe?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll meet somebody someday who owns a big scythe that can cut the grass around your glass house then.
That it.
And is he manifested?
He's starting to kind of calm down. He just wanted to scare the dog.
Okay. God damn. She holds her hand out and she kind of, come here, puppy.
The dog approaches.
She lets him smell her again and then starts the whole process over.
Okay. So what are you
She
doing?
goes, I'm going to try to get him in the house so that I can give him a bath.
Okay, so you're bringing him in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It kind of stops at the door like it's scared to come on inside. Like it's afraid.
Is there anything like unique about this dog that I'm like
It's
missing?
very pretty.
Like,
It's got like pretty like bright blue eyes. and
Can I?
and it's got some spots on it, like that look that they're brown, like it may be dried blood, like another dog may have attacked it.
No!
Do I sense any glamour or anything, or is this just like a stray dog?
If you want to, you can try.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna get the dog in and give it a bath anyway. I'm just curious.
Sure. It will be perception plus kenning,
Okay.
difficulty 7.
Okay. 2 successes.
2 successes.
Mhm.
There is some glamour coming off this dog. You
That's why
detect-
Dan was so.
Pissy.
Yeah.
There's
She
something.
goes-
Yeah, there's something Fey-like about this dog. It's hard to detect. Like it's very faint.
She goes, let's get you in here and get you cleaned up and have Pamela look at you.
It wags its tail, comes on in the building.
And then she looks at Dan and she goes, we've been together for thousands of years. What makes you think I'm going to replace you?
Oh.
She kind of pokes him in the head, like, for being a dumb bird.
Because
Because why?
never mind. Don't worry about it. Come on, let's get that dog a bath. I got my brush and my cap. I get him in there with me. And you look over and he's got a shower cap and
He's gonna try to drown the dog. Don't let him.
I mean, I'm going to go with them.
All right, so
He's not-
Pamela, you hear the sound of little clicking toes and Morrigan coming in.
I say, what the fuck is that? I'm just kidding. I say, oh, who's this?
I don't know, but he was digging in the rose bushes.
Oh, you naughty boy.
He-
You
he
look
wags,
hungry.
Wags a little harder at that.
Oh, you want some meat?
Wags even
What?
more.
I'll find
Let's-
like a little piece of ham or something from the snacks I made and give it to
You're not sure if he understood you or not, but you're making the cute voice, so you know.
Yes, cute voice always works.
Yep.
I'll give him a little bit of ham.
Okay. He kind of sniffs it and then kind of very carefully, cautiously takes it from your hand and then kind
Oh.
of puts it on the ground and starts chewing on it.
Oh,
He needs a bath.
He
It looks like he
does.
might have been injured.
oh no.
And then she looks at Pamela. Is there anybody else around that can hear?
Did Brittany leave?
She is looking at the dog and she's like, oh my goodness, what a cutie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't let Dominic see it. He'll want us to bring it home with us.
Maybe. And Morrigan kind of looks like, kind of gets to thinking like, maybe that's why this dog is here. If there's glamour coming off of it.
If the pamphlets are still out, I try to cover them so Morrigan does not see them.
Okay.
Just
Give
in
me
case.
give me plus Dex plus larceny. Difficulty 7. 6, sorry, 6.
I got 1 success, but also a 1.
So no successes. So you kind of try to cover something up, but Morgan, you can see as she moves some papers over it, it says Renewal in Faith Fellowship at the top.
Is Pamela acting weird while she's covering it up? Like,
Yes.
okay,
Shit.
Like not noticeable, like, look over there.
Like shifting my eyes.
But yeah, just kind of like
it was noticeable.
smiling like overly polite like she does when she's up to mischief or gossip. And covers it up.
Morgan probably gets a look on her face like, the fuck? And she goes, what's that?
Oh, that's mine. So Mrs. Lowell goes over and grabs it. And,
We were just chatting.
yeah, this is just some junk. And she just kind of wads it up and throws it in a waste bin.
Nice. Let's get this good fella. Is it a boy dog? I don't want to look.
It's definitely a boy.
Morgan looks. Morgan just lifts the leg up because it's a boy.
Let's get him into the tub, shall we?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got a clawfoot tub downstairs that you could wash the dog in.
Okay.
Hold his head under the water.
I fucking knew he was gonna say this.
I've heard that gets him nice and clean.
What's
Dan.
with you?
Why are you so threatened?
I don't like dogs, okay?
All we're doing is bathing him.
Cats are worse, but dogs, ugh,
I wonder.
inferior
we can't
species.
keep it. She goes, "There's some glamour coming off of him, Pamela."
Oh?
Yeah, I mean, maybe you can see more than I can, but
I'll try it. I don't know if I have it. What is it, kenning?
Yeah.
I could try.
Perception plus kenning. Difficulty of 7.
We'll see. I got 1 success.
Okay. Yeah, you can faintly see it. It's not much, but it's faint.
Interesting. Maybe he sensed
but
Dominic.
about that much is like coming off of Morrigan and you as well. It's like one of those things just because you're made of, it's not anything major.
All right, let's just give him a bath.
suspicious because Dan keeps freaking the fuck out over it.
Dan just legit does not like dogs. This is
Okay.
This is character knowledge.
Okay.
I'll just start watching.
And he is a jealous bitch, yes, of
Okay.
other pets.
Okay. That's fine then. I'm not gonna.
All
be
right,
like,
so you're
"What?"
giving the
I'm
dog
not
a
gonna beat
bath.
the dead
Yeah,
person.
and I'm like baby talking to him like, no, you can't be in my rose bushes. No. And I'm just giving him a nice scrub with some little soaps I have and just baby talking to him and thinking about like maybe talking with Morrigan like maybe we should call, I don't know if there's a pound or an animal shelter
There is an
here.
animal shelter, yes.
Yeah, saying maybe we can call the animal shelter in the morning and because I think he would be adopted in a snap.
Maybe. Do you think you could convince Dominic's parents to take him?
Oh, I don't know. She didn't sound too pumped about the idea.
Well, I'm just, and maybe it's just a coincidence, but I mean, Prince Illyrial is here, and then this creature has, that is excluding glamour shows up. I don't know. I'm just, maybe it's connected. I don't know.
Well, if we do want to do that, I'd rather find out more about this dog before we let the prince have him. We don't
I guess
know.
that's true.
He's awfully cute. He's a sweet little baby, but he did chew up my roses. He did dig up my roses, so he might be a bad boy. Yes, no, he's a good boy. No, but really, he could be something evil.
Morrigan just nods, like, okay, that makes sense. Like, she goes, Dan, can you talk to him?
I've got a manifest.
Oh.
You want me to do it? I will.
Maybe later tonight after the family goes to sleep. Just in case someone comes down. I'd rather think they were asleep.
Okay.
Just in case.
And she's gone up to bed. And it's getting late. It's getting like 10 o'clock-ish.
Okay. Where's Grace?
She's up in her room.
Okay.
She is leaving tomorrow.
Oh.
After
Yay!
closing on the deal. After closing on the deal. But where she's going, you don't know.
Okay.
After that.
Don't care.
You could go get her if you wanted to.
Nah. Not if she's leaving tomorrow. I don't really care that much. I mean, he was digging at the rose bushes. Was it the same bush that
No.
she fixed? No? Nah. I don't really want to
Some in the back garden.
get her up for this. The back garden, like where the portal is? Oh, no, that's
Kinda.
more swampy.
Kinda, but yeah, it's
It's
not
a little more
right
run-
there. Yeah, exactly.
More ragged.
Can he have
Not
come
ragged.
through the portal?
I mean, I guess he could have.
And maybe where the glamour's coming off of.
Wait, no, Dan said he'd seen him before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dan, when's the first time you saw him?
Oh, a few days before the wedding.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, hi. Little shite was in the garbage, I think.
Oh no, that's a bad boy.
In scraps.
Oh.
Probably a baby diaper. He's gonna lick your hand, Morrigan. You let him do that, you better wash it.
She wipes her hand on Dan and then washes it.
Dan, it might be time for you to get a bath too. I don't know the last time you had one. She jokes with him.
No, that wasn't nice, Morrigan. You made me a little sad.
Aww. She gives him a peck on the head.
Where's Dan's sheet? There it is. Let's see something. All right. He just kind of just looks at you like, you know, he's just real mad that, you know, this dog is here and that you're, you know, patronizing him.
Oh, Dan.
Stop.
Are you mad at me for real?
I'm not mad. I just don't want the dog here.
He'll be gone in the morning.
We're
Good.
not gonna keep him.
Good. I don't like them.
Why don't you like dogs? Because Oh, I wasn't there. Never mind. I'll just ask why you don't like dogs.
It beats me. She drained me up. You ask her.
I'll just look at Morrigan like, okay, why doesn't he like dogs?
Morgan's just like, she has no idea. I mean, keep in mind, Dan and her have been together through every single one of her lifetimes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, from when she was born.
That's the thing. He's conscious enough to know where he comes from. He's like one of those chimera that's actually just, he exists despite her.
Yes.
So he's, you know, that much stuff of pure glamour that he's his own creature at this point.
Yes. So, I mean, Morgan's just like she doesn't know. Like, if she knew why he didn't like dogs, like, it's been forgotten to time. Unless she can remember something. Like, unless there was, like, a specific incident or something.
Yeah.
But she is just like, she's kind of a little taken back. She's like, what happened? What am I not remembering?
So you can roll remembrance.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty of 7.
Okay. I'm gonna do a willpower.
Okay.
If I succeed and the difficulty 6 or up, I get it right back. So
Yeah.
Thank God. So I have 2 successes with my willpower because I got a 9.
Yeah. Okay. So you recall that a long time ago you were on a mission in the near dreaming for the prince, and you were after a Thelaine.
Ooh.
And the Thelaine had a pack of dogs, and they hurt Dan really bad. Nearly killed him, or unmade him, if you will.
Yeah.
And he was in bad shape, but that is definitely probably where that comes from.
And she's sitting there and she's remembering, and she probably gets really sad at that point because she's like, Dan, I'm so sorry. I didn't remember.
Little bastards.
She
Can't
says
fight
that
one-on-one.
little
That's why he's like that. He's just playing with you. As soon as another one shows up, they'd be all biting you.
Well, we'll keep the doors locked. Make sure none of them can open them up and get in.
Good.
She goes, Pamela, can the dog stay with you tonight?
Of course. Won't that be nice? Who's a good puppy?
It wags its tail.
Oh.
And then it just shakes all the water off of it.
Oh,
sprays it
you
everywhere.
silly boy.
See? It's trying to drown you. All right. So are y'all going to bed?
Yep, I'm gonna make up like a little nest out of some clean blankets and put it like in my room with me, maybe at the foot of the bed or in a nice corner where he can see me.
Okay.
by the fireplace. I picture my room having a little fireplace. I don't know why.
Okay.
Because it's cozy.
It is very cozy.
Okay.
I tuck Dan in. Because I feel really bad now. I'm all being all lovey-dovey with his dog, and my poor Raven is, got post-traumatic
Soaking.
stress disorder from this.
Will you turn on that light, the little light you leave on at night?
Mm-hmm. Of
Poor
course.
Dad.
I'm not scared of him.
No, I know. You want me to lock the door too?
Aye. To keep all the other ones out there.
She,
Probably for the best, don't you think?
Yes, I do. You always know what's best. And she locks the door. She's trying not to she's trying to baby him, but not be obvious that she's babying him.
That
if
keeps
makes sense.
That keeps me away from him, so I won't hurt him.
That's true, because we gotta protect him from you, because
That's
you're
right.
a killing machine.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. She goes, "Will you sleep tight? She goes, "Do you want some music?"
No.
No.
No, it's better to hear it if it's sneaking up the stairs with a
Okay.
knife or a hatchet or maybe
No.
a chainsaw. Oh, we'd hear a chainsaw over the music though.
We would hear a chainsaw over the music. She goes, "And the freehold should let me know." And I mean, you know me, Dan. I've got the danger sense. If he comes up here with a knife, I'm gonna realize it.
That's true.
Dogs don't have hands though, so they can open the door. But if he's a feline creature, it might have them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aye. Yep. Anyway, good night. I hope it stabs you first.
She just laughs. She goes, "Good night, Dan."
So
Damn,
Pamela,
I should have saved the dog.
the dog curls up on his little blanket,
Oh.
makes a big yawn. That oh thing they do,
Very tired.
and goes to sleep in the light of your balefire in your room.
Oh, it's in my room?
Yep.
I like that. That's very cute.
And the night passes. Are you both full on glamour at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a limit? Do we have a limit?
Yeah, you can't go past being full. So if you have any that are ticked off and used,
Okay, then I'm good. I'm
okay,
full.
then sitting on the steps of the fireplace are 2 rose petals.
Oh, dross?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought, yeah.
Yeah, you have a little box you keep them in, I'm sure.
Cool. I'm gonna give one to Morrigan, obviously, so she can have one too.
Okay.
Where's my other piece of my sheet?
I don't know.
Where'd it go?
I'm not sure. Don't you have one the colored in one that's complete? Right there?
Yes? Oh, yep. Thank you.
You're welcome. Alrighty. So you can hear the family. They sound like they're up early. It seems like Dominic was excited.
Oh, good.
Morrigan, I'm going to just go ahead and say that you knew Pamela was sleeping in, so you went down to make them, a quick,
What?
muffin breakfast and
I
stuff.
would not sleep in.
You wouldn't, but you did.
What? Really?
You slept really hard, really sound.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I sit bolt upright in bed, and I'm like, the guests!
Okay. The dog kind of sleepily eyed looks at you and watches you.
I will quickly throw on a robe and bustle downstairs and be like, I'm so sorry. I should, Morrigan, oh no, let me do this, please, please.
No, it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Ma'am, we woke up early. I was just excited. I didn't know.
I do apologize. I don't know what came over me. Usually I am up at the crack of dawn. I apologize.
Well, ma'am, it's not even light out.
She looks out the window. Oh. You...
I'm sorry. I was trying to be quiet, but
Oh, no, it's okay. I just want to make sure that you found everything okay and everything's all right.
yes, ma'am.
What would you like for breakfast? Have they already eaten, or are they...
No, Morrigan's like getting coffee, I guess, if that's okay with you, D.
Yeah.
And like not doing a great job with it because this is your job. In your eyes, at least, she's not doing a great
I'm like,
job.
oh, honey, no. No.
Yeah, in all honesty, she's probably not doing a good job.
I will just gently take the things from her because I don't want to embarrass her, but be like, oh, thank you, Morrigan, and then, like, kind of take the things.
Okay.
We've probably done this a few times. She probably knows the drill of, like, oh, she's going to take over.
Morrigan goes, thank you. I do very poorly at this.
There's nothing
She knows
wrong
her
with
weaknesses.
So they get stuff together. He wants a waffle, Dominic does. And
Cool, I'll make him a waffle.
they just ask for bagels and stuff like that.
Cool.
And they're eating. And Dominic's like, look, you're showing him the Cameron Morrigan. And he's just, just really excited. And his mom and dad are kind of smiling at that, like maybe this is something he can take his interests and his creativity and channel it towards something. It's kind of a hopeful look in their eyes. The dog kind of trots down the stairs at this point.
Oh, I freeze because I was waiting for Dominic to leave on his lesson.
And Dominic stops. Waffle falls out of his mouth.
Oh
my God! I didn't know you had a dog.
Well, we just found him
Hi,
last
boy.
night.
Hi. You found him?
Yeah, he was digging in the garden. We washed him up and let him sleep here. We were gonna...
And he holds his hand out to the dog, and he's got syrup on his hands from eating the waffle, and the dog was licking his fingers.
Aww.
And the dog walks over to the table and smelling the food and just reaches up and grabs Dominic's waffle off the plate.
No, sir!
And Dominic's... He could have it. He's hungry.
Well, he must learn table manners.
Okay.
He is very cute.
Bad dog. You shouldn't do that. Miss Pamela says no. You can't eat off the table. But if you were my dog, you could eat off the table.
I look at Brittany like I'm so sorry.
She's
I
like,
didn't think he was gonna come here.
she's like, Dominic, this is a dog. This is somebody's dog here. We don't get any ideas. But Mom, if nobody claims him, like you said that we could maybe get a dog if we were settling down somewhere. And we've been in Missouri almost 2 years now. And she's kind of looking at her husband like, help me. And I was like, well, Dominic, we need a smaller dog. He's a pretty good sized dog. And, the base housing, we don't have a lot of room. And we could keep it. It'd be fine in the backyard.
I don't know if it would be my place, so I'm debating saying this, but I'm thinking maybe I could be like, well, we'll take him to the pound, the animal shelter, and then maybe y'all could look at other dogs. But I don't want to overstep my boundaries. I don't want to piss the parents off. So,
are we gonna take it by a vet to get the chip checked?
Oh
to
yeah,
see if it has a chip.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Morgan may say, because she's just blunt.
Yeah.
She goes, well, we have to take him by the vet to see if he has a microchip, to see if he has an owner here.
Well, first thing, Dad, we'd have to get him fixed, right? That's what you always say. We have to get him fixed. I don't know what that means, but we got to get him fixed.
Is he fixed already?
No.
Morgan looked.
Morgan probably looks and she
The
goes,
dog
yes,
starts
he
to
would have to
whine.
be fixed.
The dog starts to whimper and whine.
Oh.
Can I do Omen on this dog?
Yeah.
What are you trying to discern?
Just to, like, if he's got some kind of future with
Future with
Dominic.
the family. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. Okay.
I need a bunk though.
What do you want to do?
I want to look at kind chimera omen bunks. I'm almost there.
Doesn't have to be that. You can come up with whatever you think of in the moment. It's just, and I'll try to determine what it gives you as a bonus.
What is a bunk? I never.
It's doing something weird that out of the ordinary to kind of shake people out of just their autumn thinking. And what it does is it's like a little burst of inspiration and creativity that makes your things easier to cast. Like if you burped really loud, that would be like a -1 bunk, and make so it's -1 to the difficulty. If you
why is that inspirational? If you burp,
because it's just like standing backwards in an elevator. It's things people aren't expecting. So if you're like, hey, I got an answer for you to a total stranger, and you burped in their face, they'd be like, what the fuck, you know? So it had to be it couldn't be like at dinner you burp. That wouldn't be a bunk. It has to be something that's like
would catch someone off guard.
right. So like they give a 5 example is like if you stood in front of a speeding car and were playing chicken with it or something.
What the fuck?
You know.
Okay.
So it's something that has to be the more crazy and out of the norm and of what the world expects, the more of a bonus it'll give you.
Do you have to do a bunk when you do stuff, or only
No, it
certain
just makes it
things?
easier. So if you start adding, and why you really want to do it is if, like, D, you're already at a -1 because you're in a freehold. So always keep that in mind. As long as you're in this building, it's going to be a -1. And if you don't want to draw attention to yourself, you could always replace your dice with nightmare dice. That'll give you a further -1.
Yep, they scare me.
You
Is
remember
there tea,
you have to roll 1 anyway.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't want to replace more. Okay.
It's only bad if you roll a 10 on the dice. That's it. You're the botch queen. You don't have to worry about rolling 10 on that dice.
It'll work the opposite way.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Go the other way.
The dog kind of walks off like he's sniffing the coffee in the air.
Can I? Is there tea around? Like, can I drink some tea and then look at the leaves?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
there's tea.
I'm not going to
I
give you
got
that as a
tea.
bunk though, because that's not anything weird. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Now, if you licked the glass, you know, on the side or something, or did something weird with it, or held the glass upside down and looked at the leaves, I might give you that.
I was gonna like drink the tea and then like
Eat the leaves.
look. I could actually.
Like stick your finger down in there, look at the leaves, and eat them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a -1 for that.
Okay.
The dogs walked off
Where?
So,
into the kitchen.
Oh.
It
Okay.
was like it was sniffing the air, like the coffee.
okay, so it'd be soothsay.
But she
and
doesn't
actor?
need to. Now, so it's soothsay. Do you have nature?
Crap, no. I can't do it.
Yep.
Well, I'm keeping an eye on the dogs. Make sure he doesn't get into anything.
So yeah, you're following the dog.
Yeah.
It's just going up, and it kind of gets its paws on the countertop, smelling the coffee.
No, sir. Get down. You have to be polite. You're a guest.
Can I do it to Dominic to see if he has a future with the
Oh,
dog?
that's a good idea.
Because I have Faye.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
So the standard difficulty is always 8, but you're in a
Okay.
freehold, so it's 7,
Uh-huh.
and you're doing a bunk, so it's 6.
Okay.
You make sure one of them is a nightmare dice.
Okay.
As long as you don't roll a 10 on it, you're fine. Monica, the man is trying to get the coffee still.
The man? It's a man? I knew it. I knew it.
I had
And he's
two
reaching his
sixes.
hand for the coffee now.
I'm
2
shutting the
sixes?
door behind me.
Okay.
Because I don't want them to see a man in here.
Okay.
Because I'm like, of fucking course. Of course.
He still has dog ears and a dog tail to you.
Is he naked?
No.
Okay, I didn't
That's
know if this was Hulk shit. That's
No.
still, I'm not nasty.
They're in the old game, yes, they were naked.
Okay.
But like a lot of people just ruled that out because it was dumb. You know.
Yeah, it kind of adds an extra step.
Yeah, it
gets
does.
In the way.
It's
okay.
It's already hard enough to get where you can.
While they are still arguing about the dog in there, I'm going to slowly shut the doors and turn around to him and be like, "Excuse me."
Yes, do you have any decaf? I've been looking around this kitchen for ages and I can't find any decaf.
What the fuck are you
What kind of an
talking
establishment are
about?
you running here?
What'd you say?
I love the bath though. That's very, very delightful.
You could
Oh
have
my
done it
God.
yourself, it looks like. What are you doing in here? Why did you hide yourself? There are mortals right there.
Hell, you know, just thought it'd be kind of fun.
Fun for
But
you.
seriously, where is this decaf at? I just can't. You know how it is. You can't start your day off without a good cup of coffee, without a good cup of Joe.
Just keep your voice down and just start getting him some coffee out. Kind of like
The only
down.
image you get is tonight, or in the daylight hours. You see Dominic taking photos, and the dog is growling at something, and he's in front of the boy,
Oh.
but he is growling at something.
Okay.
Probably Dan.
Yeah. That's probably what she thinks. She's probably like that stupid dog. So she's just like, okay. I guess she needs to replace Dominic's waffle. So I guess she goes to try to replace that, and
Okay.
that's
So
poor
you go to
kid.
the toaster over on the counter, you know, in the little like B&B help yourself breakfast area that Pamela has set up, even though she doesn't let anybody help themselves.
Yeah, this was the first time it's been used like that.
Yeah. And you make him another waffle. Meanwhile, in the kitchen,
What is your name?
Oh, my name? Jeez. What is my name? Sometimes I just forget. Marty, let's see, Marty, Matt, Lawrence, what is it? I'm so forgetful. You think of something. It's whatever.
Marty will do fine, I guess.
Oof. I don't know about that.
Alright, we'll get back to the name. Why are you... I have so many questions. Why are you digging up my rose bushes, first of all?
Well, it appeared you had some kind of mystical golden artifact that I was able to kind of sniff out. You know, as a dog, it's pretty easy to do.
Really? What is this artifact?
Well, I'd been scouring the entire country for it for ages, but I knew there was something up with those bushes.
Did you find it? Doesn't look like you did.
No, of course I didn't find it. There was a big fucking bird that was trying to kill me.
Oh, of course. I'll have to thank Dan for that. Well, you need to change back so the mortals don't see you. Once they're gone, maybe you can be Marty or whoever you are.
The coffee was delightful, however,
Good! Her bogginess kicks in.
something, I think a bit more substantial. What else have you got around here? And then I'm gonna scavenge around the kitchen, just
opening
looking
cabinets and stuff.
at opening cabinets.
Okay, Monica's taking a timeout. Hold on. Just one sec. Gonna pause it. All right, we had a little step away moment we needed to take care of, but here we are back now. So, Pamela, you're in the kitchen with Marty, the dog / guy / Puka. because you know what they are. You've run this B&B long enough to have had some come through. And Morrigan, you're in there. Waffles popping out.
Okay.
And take it back over to him.
Yep.
This is all y'all at this point. I can't really help you much unless you say I want to move time forward.
I am not gonna give Marty anything else till he explains himself. So I'm gonna tell him to quit scavenging around, explain yourself fully. This is my establishment, and I'm trying to keep my voice down. And I'm like, if those mortals hear you in here, they're gonna have a lot of questions because I don't know any other guests were here. So how are you gonna explain that?
Well, I'm a dog, after all. As simple as that.
What? You have to pay for a night here, sir.
Excuse me. I had a free night. It was wonderful.
No. You owe me for a night.
Give me wits plus alertness, difficulty 6.
Who?
Sorry, Monica.
I got 2 successes.
You recall something now. There were 2 flower petals on the mantle.
Mm-hmm.
Your freehold makes 3 a night.
You owe me for a night and a glamour. Or a dross. And a bath, frankly. And new rose bushes. I could keep going. So you better have a good reason for doing all this. And if you say it's your little golden treasure, well, it seems to me that I have claim on that golden treasure if you find it on my property.
Monica, I'm going to give you another roll.
Okay.
Because I know she's upset in this moment, but you would know enough about them to know certain things. Kind of like when you
That
guys
they're
roll for
fucking
Red Cap.
liars.
That is, yes, since you know that, yeah, if they're asked a direct question, they cannot tell the truth.
Oh. Pamela, I know that, but Pamela is probably too worked up to remember that.
Gotcha.
So she's probably serious.
Okay.
Do I still need to roll?
No, you're fine.
Okay, cool.
You're fine.
Well, I will say, you drive a hard bargain. I will say that. Let me check my pouch. I'll see if I have anything that can make up for this wonderful, wonderful time you've given me.
You do that.
Okay. So, Adam, what are you trying to do with said pouch?
He doesn't have a pouch.
I guess I'm gonna scavenge in there, and I'm just gonna pull out the deck of cards.
Okay. All right. So he pulls out a deck of cards and shows it to you.
Let's make a bet.
No.
Okay.
No.
Let's make a deal. Come
No.
on.
No.
We can make a deal.
No.
Let's just make a deal.
No.
It's a wonderful deal.
I don't trust you.
You were scratching my ears, you were scratching my neck, you gave me a bath. When did this go so wrong?
When you tricked me.
I didn't trick you.
Yes, you did.
I can't recall the moment that I tricked you.
When you turned into a guy and asked for decaf.
Excuse me. I feel awfully offended by such things. It's just 2021, you know. The rules really go out the window at this point.
D,
Let's
make
a deal.
Give me because this is pretty hard not to hear at this point.
Oh,
give me
shit.
perception plus alertness, difficulty 6. I'm gonna roll for the family too.
Oh my god.
Pamela has been getting pretty animated at this
Yeah.
point. And so and Adam's character is as well. They don't seem to notice. They just keep
yeah.
eating their food, kind of oblivious.
They're probably still talking about dogs.
I got 2.
Yeah, they are. They're just focused. But you can hear Pamela's talking to somebody in there in the kitchen. And it's not herself like usual when she's busy.
I excuse myself, and
Okay.
I'm assuming would I have had I probably already had my camera gear down, don't I?
Yeah.
Yes,
Because
you would, because you're
showing
gonna
the
go.
camera.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just make sure that I have my tripod strapped to my back
All right.
and head into the kitchen.
All
Just
right.
kind of excuse myself and go on.
Adam,
Like
it's the
John.
she from the night before, but now she's carrying a big ass sword on her back.
Could I hear her as she was walking in or anything?
Yeah.
Let me set.
I can hear her as she's walking in before she makes it to the door.
Well,
My
I'll give you a
house
roll for
moves
that.
silently.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, like they don't make noise when they move. So
Oh, okay.
might not can. Let me.
Yeah,
double
look
check.
your roll up. Tell us what it says.
It may only be in combat. I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
Okay, they make no sound when fighting.
Okay.
Okay, so
no,
yeah.
yeah, you'll get a chance. So, Adam, this is your first roll. By the way, everyone, this is a good friend of ours, Adam Crane.
Welcome to the game.
Yeah, welcome to the game. He's
Hello.
he's been a friend for a long time. He's played a lot of games with us in the past. He moved to California for a while, but he is back here with us. And not that we couldn't have done this before when he was in California, but nonetheless, we're glad to have him here. So, Adam, we'll get you to make your first roll for us. So remember, it's always an attribute plus an ability. So you'll look at the dots on what I'll call for two things. You'll look at the dots, take that many dice, and you'll roll them.
Okay.
So it's going to be wits plus alertness, and the difficulty the number you're looking for on the dice is 7s or better.
Okay. So I'm rolling 5
Okay.
dice.
All right. You'll roll those, and 1s will take away any 7s and up. They'll take away from the total number of successes. So go ahead and roll the dice.
Well, okay. So I had a 1.
Okay, so 1-1.
And then I had an 8.
Okay.
Which would have been a success, but that takes it away.
Right.
So I have no other successes.
Okay, so that's a fail, but it's not a crit fail. Yeah. So you do not hear her coming. Apparently she is super quiet, super stealth mode. And she pushes the door open. And Morgan, what you see before you is a puka, as described earlier. And Adam, you can kind of fully describe your character if you want what they're seeing. At least your face. So.
Yeah, so I guess you'd see a dude pretty dapperly dressed, wearing a scarf. That seems to be I don't know, he's kind of skinny, is very sexy.
And modest.
and very modest. And yeah. And then before you get a good look at exactly what he looks like, he changes back into a dog.
She is pissed.
Yeah.
Because we just bathed you.
And I'm jumping around doing the circle moves like I want to play.
But because he didn't hear you doing that, he didn't get it off in time. And you definitely saw him go poof. Like what we do in Shadow's Bet. And you saw it happen the last second.
Does he just yell dog when he does it too?
Yeah, that can be a thing. I'll just start naming random animals.
Yeah, and you still, but it's always a dog.
Always turn into a dog.
Frog.
Zebra.
Morrigan goes, "You little shit."
Can I still talk?
Thoughts.
Can I talk in a human voice as
Nope.
a dog?
Nope.
Okay.
That is actually
just-
something I did look up. You cannot. You can understand them, but you cannot speak to them.
Okay.
Okay. I'm
She
just
goes-
gonna try to look as cute as possible and whimper a little bit. And
She goes,
Like-
"Next time I'm gonna let Dan drown you."
I'm
Sit-
just
I
gonna
told you.
He took
Why
one of
didn't
our
you tell me he was a
draws.
puka, Dan?
I didn't know. Well, that's worse. Is it? It's worse, right? We hit that.
Yes.
We hit it.
It's worse. Not because he's a puka, don't get me wrong. That's perfectly
That's
fine. He's a
racist.
puka. But the fact that he let us bathe him.
I bet he liked it.
Oh, she's like wiping her hands off on her
Morrigan,
He
you
licked you.
washed his business.
He looked at you.
I saw your hand there.
clothes. Morgan's trying to get her tripod off her back.
You're gonna kill that little boy's dog in front of him.
Keep your
Yeah,
voices
as that's
down.
happening, I'm gonna try to go outside.
Okay.
If I need
Are
to
you
make it,
trying to
but-
block him from doing this? You mean outside the building or back out into the other room?
No, into the other room.
Okay.
Oh, you little
Um,
shit.
Okay. Give me, Adam. Dee, do you want to resist this?
I mean, I'm not actually gonna fight him.
I know, but you're trying to block his way, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Both of you give me Dex plus Athletics, and then tell each other how many dice you have as your total in your pool.
6.
Okay. Adam, your
I got-
difficulty is 6.
All right, I got 5.
D, your difficulty is 5.
Okay. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
Okay. Adam,
All right, hold on.
no problem.
I rolled my dice into my, and then some of them rolled into the larger pile of dice.
Oh,
I
it
hate when
happens.
that
Shit.
It happens.
I have it's a small desk.
No, it's okay. I've done that. Crap, I've thrown them off the desk before. So
Okay, so I've got it's 6, right? Is that what it is?
yes.
I got 2 successes.
Okay. And Adam, this did cost you a glamour to change
Okay.
into the dog. We're going to say that Pamela was not in the kitchen when you changed the first time, but to change in front of changelings costs a glamour. So what you'll do is just, you see those square boxes down there below your
I got
glamour?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you just
clicked
mark
one.
it on the left side. Yep, you're good. But other than that, yes, you can't do it in front of humans, but you can in front of changelings. It just costs you a glamour to do it. So otherwise, you gotta go. Don't look, hide, cover your eyes.
Look away!
Don't watch me. All right, so Adam, how many did you get? 2?
Just 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, she blocks you from going out the door. She's like stepped in front of it, and you can't get
So
around
I'm just gonna scratch at the door like a dog that needs to piss.
She
Stop
gets
scratching
down
the
on your
wood.
level, and she holds your little furry face in her hand and brings it eye level. And she goes, I'm trying to think of what she says. Oh goodness. She's sitting there thinking, I washed his junk. Oh my god.
See, Daddy's house trained. He's wanting to go out. I'll come let him out, ma'am, if that's okay. I'll walk him.
Not
Yes.
right now.
Let's find a leash and a collar. I say, looking at him.
I start to whimper louder and like try to scratch at the door a little more.
I open the door because I don't want him scratching my door up.
Okay.
Morgan goes, next time you do that, you're going to meet the business end of this sword.
Yeah.
And then I just like do the tongue out, the little like happy face thing,
Yeah.
and then walk away
All right.
and walk out.
All right. So he takes you out. He's like, "Come on, boy. We'll go out here."
Let me find. I don't have the collar.
He's already gone out the
What am
door.
I
He's not
thinking?
waiting.
Dang it.
I'll go with them because we got to start our pictures anyway.
Okay. So you bring in the camera gear.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll start cleaning up after breakfast and everything.
Okay. So you start cleaning up, and the mom and dad seem like they want to talk to you now that everything's kind of died down.
Okay.
And they're just like, so I was talking to Craig about this last night and told him what you told me about your friend. Sorry, your associate. It's friends too, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And can you relay again what you told me about that doctor, Dr. Burks? Burns, sorry, yes.
Burks is the COVID lady.
Oh, that's right. That's where I got that from.
Yeah.
That's funny. Dr. Burns.
Did he see her freaking out at the place?
Yes.
Okay. I will say, do you remember her panic attack?
Yeah, I remember.
It was because she overheard that you were considering taking the boy to be treated, and even that mention, she didn't even know, we didn't know that this could be the same doctor, but even that mention was enough to spiral her into that panic. That's how much damage he did to her.
Yeah.
It's not a good place. And I know that's hard to hear.
I know, but this that we're talking about here, and he pulls out the crumpled, he goes, this is different. This is a church camp. I don't think anything can happen to him at a church camp. I mean, they may be tied together, but we can just say, let him do his photography. If it takes off, I'll buy him a camera.
So is Dr. Burns associated with this camp, or
He's associated with the Bellerophon Institute, which is a sponsor of this camp.
Okay.
You saw it on the back.
Okay.
And she brought up the doctor that she'd been talking to him at the Bellerophon Institute.
Are there other names or pictures of doctors on there by any chance?
No, it's just talking about, it's just like, it just mentions the Institute. There's nothing mentioned specifically.
Okay.
If you wanted to Google search the Institute, you could later, but...
Yeah. Well, because I was wondering if I could get Morrigan to be like, have you heard of this camp? I don't mean to trigger you, but... Because I don't know if it would be bad to send Dominic here either. I would prefer, of course, that he does not have to go to any of this shit.
Yeah.
So,
Meanwhile, in the garden, as you think of how you want to approach this, Dominic is running around enthusiastically taking pictures. You showed him, and you put it pretty much on auto, just to let him get a feel for running around, and showed him how to focus, and he's just, oh wow, and he's going further in the garden and taking photos. What are the two of you doing out there?
I want to talk to Adam's character too. But
how big is the lens on that?
Yeah, how big is the
he's
lens?
got?
He was right.
It's just a 50
Wiener was
millimeter
saying.
lens. Yeah, it's just a
It was
50
what?
millimeter. It's just a 50 millimeter, 50 to 75. So
Okay.
it's got a bit of range, but not much. It's something that
Okay.
he's it's basically whatever he sees, he's taking a picture of. It's something that he's not going to worry
How
about.
big is it?
How big? It's just like a
Yeah, how
standard
big is the lens?
standard size. It's not huge or anything. I mean,
Okay.
something with a 25 millimeter zoom range, it wouldn't be huge.
Yeah.
But I mean, it'd have enough to move and everything.
I was just saying because it was a little kid holding it. And
Right. He's holding it both hands. And
with
he's just,
the-
yeah. He's 10. So, he's big enough to hold it and do it. So it's not overwhelming. But yeah, that's definitely why you wouldn't want to put like a 200 plus, in his hands or something. But yeah, he's just running around taking pictures.
And I do want to talk to Adam's character, but at the same time, I kind of want to tell Dominic what's up. Be like, hey, this is your name. We're in the same house. Like,
Yeah.
I guess I could.
I'm gonna start running around Dominic and essentially posing for pictures.
Okay. He's like, it's like he wants to be on the camera. It's like he's posing for me. This is so cute. He's so smart. I'm hoping my dad lets me keep him. We do have to get him fixed, though. What is fixed?
It just means that he wouldn't have babies, and let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
And then she kind of looks at him and gives him that look like, you pull the bath thing again, and you're gonna get fixed, all right. And she goes, Dominic, you know that I look different, and Miss Pamela looks different, don't you?
Wait, can he not see Adam as he is?
Well,
None of you
Adam's
can.
in dog form.
That's how pukas are. Nobody can.
Oh.
Like,
Well,
unless
yeah.
you actively go, I'm going to see if something's up, they are an animal.
Oh, but if he was a guy, he could
Then
see?
yes.
Okay,
Then
cool.
yes, they'd
Okay.
see the ears and the tail you know,
Okay.
that maybe he's trying to hide back or something. But yes,
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
that's their only like that's how you know they're a puka,
yeah.
because some of their animal stuff carries over to their Fey side.
Mhm.
But
When
they're an animal, they are an animal.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
humans can't see the ears and tail and stuff.
Right.
No,
Correct.
I can see.
Yeah. You just look like, you know, your sexy self to them.
Of course.
So, yeah.
As always.
Yes, as always.
I love it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So every changeling creature has a tell to other changelings,
Gotcha.
but unless a human is enchanted, they're not going to see it, or they're a dreamer, is what they call them, which just means they have a really low banality. They can sometimes see you, but they're rare. So anyway, D, you were saying?
She goes, you know how I look different and Miss Pamela looks different, don't you?
Yeah, and me in the mirror
Yes.
now. What's my ears are pointy.
And at that, she kind of takes her headband and moves them so that he can see her ears, since her ears bleed through her seaming.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't matter.
Well, true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he sees them no matter what. Yeah.
I guess that's true.
If you show him,
and-
he sees them.
Yeah. And she kind of gets down on his level and she goes, do you know what your name is?
Dominic.
Your other name.
Roll for initiative.
What? What? Oh, this is where the dog growly shit happens.
Yes, he does. You hear it low, rumbling in the distance.
Oh, what the fuck?
Did my danger sense kick in?
It possibly could have.
Okay.
Actually, that's what I'm going to let you. Why I'm going to let you roll for initiative.
Oh, okay. Cool.
If I heard that growl,
You smelled it first, Adam.
can
Something's
I,
not right. So
Yeah,
that's
can
why
I-
we're in initiative, and it's not really a surprise, but it's happening fast.
Oh, I was
So-
gonna try to bail. I was gonna try to bail.
You
out
totally
of it
can when it's your
before.
turn. It's just, you totally can when it's your turn.
Okay, great.
So
that's hilarious.
give me so what you got. This one's a little different, Adam. So you're
Okay.
going to look at your dex and your wits, the dots there. But you're not going to roll all those dice. You're going to roll a single 10-sided dice, and then you're going to add the number of dots to whatever the number is you roll on that dice. So, for example, let's say I had 2 in dex and 3 in wits, and I rolled a 6. 6 plus 5 is 11, so that would be my dex. I mean, that would be
Okay.
my initiative.
Okay.
So that's the only roll where you do that. It's a little different, but that's what
Alrighty.
you'll do. And then I'll roll for Dominic. Let me look at his sheet. Okay. D, what'd you get?
14.
14. He got a 12. Adam, what'd you get?
I got a 12.
Okay. So you will go just before Dominic does. So what we do is, and then I'll roll for the creature too. Or whatever is happening. 3. Yeah, it'll go last. So what happens is every round there's a new initiative. So we're going to do this every round. And actually, you know what? Let's simplify it because this is the first time. What we're acting in is what we're going to keep acting in.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I like it a lot better that way.
I do too. The more we do it the other way, the more it just takes more time and it doesn't
Yeah.
help anything. So what you do though is the person that's acting in the lowest initiative says what they're doing first. And
Lowest
then
meaning last.
no, the very first person. So lowest meaning last. You're
Yeah,
correct. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
The person who's going to act last in this round. So it'll be the person with the lowest initiative. So the worst
So
roll.
Dominic.
No, it'll be the whatever's coming through the bushes. So I will tell you what it's going to do. Why you do that is because it will let you guys know. It gives you have more of an idea of what you can do to react to it. You know what I mean? Because you're acting faster, you can see what's coming. You know, from this person or creature or whatever. So the Manticore
I knew it.
is bursting through the brush,
Oh shit!
saying, "You abandoned me. I've smelled you and I tracked you here and now you're mine. And is just bounding forward angrily, looking like it's going to attack Dominic. Dominic sees this happening, and it's like he's not sure if he should run or fight. And it seems like he looks back at Morrigan to see what she's going to do. And he steps in front of the dog like he's going to protect the dog.
Aw.
What's the dog doing?
Running away.
Yeah,
Dog's running away?
I'm gonna run away to the other. Like, I assume he's coming from one side of the house, so I'm just gonna
Yeah, it's coming from the backyard.
run. Yeah, so I'm gonna come from. So he's coming around from like say like the right side of the house, right?
Basically,
In a
out
way?
from this. There's a swampy, brushy area in the back of the property, and
Uh-huh.
he's coming through that. So he's like coming through the backyard at you guys. You guys are in the backyard, and he's
Oh, we're in the backyard.
yeah, and he's coming right for you guys. And it's a big backyard. It's like
Oh, yeah.
acres.
There's a nice area where we have the weddings and everything, and then this more overgrown but still beautiful place where the portal is,
Yeah.
and where he
And that's
could've
where
just
he
snuck
came
out.
from, was the overgrown spot.
Overgrown
Yeah.
spot. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna just run to the opposite side of wherever the hell he came from.
Okay. It is definitely
then-
it definitely looks like he's going towards Dominic though. Okay. So D, what's Morgan doing?
I'm probably gonna use creeping shadows.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can cast it on me and Dominic.
Okay.
Uh,
Do you have scene? If you have seen a dot and scene, you probably could. If it only targets an individual person, and you add it in scene, you could.
okay.
You could also cheat in a realm.
How do you cheat in a realm?
So since you don't have it,
Mhm.
you can it'll increase your difficulty by 1. But because you're adding scene, it's going to increase the difficulty by a further 1.
Okay, because
Well, yeah.
basically what it does is it has the shadow swallow something up. So it says the realm selected determines who or what casts the shadow.
Yes, then you could, yes.
Manipulate. Subtle use of this power lowers the difficulty of all intimidation rolls by the caster. 1 per success roll.
Now, what you could do, if you don't want to try to make it harder than it has to be, cast it on yourself, run up in front of it.
Yeah, because I think that's what I'm going to do, because it says used to swallow up a subject in its own shadow. An individual lowers the difficulty of stealth rolls by 1 per success while shadowed. Object raises the difficulty defined by 1 per success roll to a maximum of 9. So it makes me easier for me to stealth and harder for it to see me.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
So that I can sneak up and attack it.
Gotcha. So it just makes you
Okay.
harder to see, and it
Yeah.
has a harder time attacking you.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So it depends on how many successes I roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
So
it's
your standard
myself-
difficulty is 8.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do willpower.
Okay. Is it a weird cantrip?
It says it is chimerical or weird.
Okay,
Depending
so
on
it'll be
how overtly
chimerical in
used.
this state because
Okay.
it's a chimerical creature.
Okay.
So you won't have to worry about spinning a glamour.
3 successes.
3 at difficulty 8. Okay. You got it.
Yep. And that means my stealth is a total of -4 difficulty right now.
Okay. Wow.
And his difficulty to see me is increased by 3.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Alrighty. So, Adam, you're getting the hell out of there. Give me Dex plus Athletics. Difficulty of 6, because no one's trying to stop you from doing this. And go ahead and roll that.
One, two, 3 successes.
Okay. So yeah, you bolt. Where are you going?
I'm just essentially gonna go to the other side, like far away to the other side of the yard.
Okay.
Maybe like if there's anything I can kind of like hide behind
Okay.
and like kind of just watch what's happening. Cause I'm not bolting away like I'm running away from everything. But I am running away from the actual fight just to see, get a scope on what's happening.
Okay.
And just let it play out and see what happens.
Okay.
This isn't my fight, so.
I gotcha.
Yeah, you
I
just
don't
got
know.
here. You don't know these people.
I just got here.
Yeah. Okay. So Dominic, since you ran, he's like, "Come back! No, you're right, boy. Stay away."
Aw.
And he's looking at Morrigan, and he's still confused, and just like doesn't know if he should fight or flight too, you know. And I'm gonna make a roll for him. No, he stands his ground. And he's just like, "What do we do?"
We're gonna fight him.
Okay.
You follow my lead. You're younger this time around.
No, get behind me. I got this.
Mm.
And he steps forward. And you see him let me see, make sure I'm doing this right. Yep. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, difficulty 8. Oh yeah, okay. So he stands there, and you see just like these coils of glamour swirling around his arms, almost serpentine in nature. And it's like it's made like a defense around him. And that's lucky for him, because the Manticore just comes in full tilt and is swinging at him and claws, instantly, and is trying to bring him down. So let me make a roll. You're next to him, D.
Mm-hmm.
So that will increase the difficulty somewhat. But because he stepped forward, it's not the full effect.
Yeah.
So what were your minuses standard?
My minuses, like,
The minuses that your cantrip was giving you to get them to hit you?
my stealth is I have -4 to stealth. Like, I am stealthier, and then it's +3 for him to see me. To difficulty.
Gotcha.
Unless it's maximum 9. Okay.
Okay. All right. So,
Whatever.
yeah, since it's for you only right now, and you're not like immediately in front of Dominic, I'm not gonna allow it to affect him. But he's got some good bonuses right now anyway. So it does hit, and okay. Got 1. Oh, and I need 2 more. Yes.
That doesn't sound good.
It's not great. Dominic does get a soak roll, though.
Oh my god,
Oh,
you're gonna kill the child.
Fuck this kid. I know, that's what I'm sitting here thinking.
Okay. 4. 10s again. You see, it gets through a little bit, and he kind of as the claws dig in past through these coils, and you can see chimerically he's bleeding.
Got you.
But he's not really bad hurt, and the creature seems kind of stunned that it didn't just take his arm off, and he kind of comes back around and growls and starts to circle as it kind of lunges back. So now we're in the second round. It looks like it's definitely trying to vie for a position to attack again.
Okay.
It's quite angry.
Question.
That
I forgot to ask: is Dan with us, or is Dan doing his own thing?
Dan's with you, yes.
Okay.
He was in a tree watching, you guys take pictures.
Okay, because Dan can cause fear.
Mm-hmm.
And a blood-curdling shriek causes the target to either flee or freeze in terror for 7 rounds.
Sure, I'll let him act on your turn. So,
okay.
He's vying for position. Dominic looks like he's going to try to protect you.
Oh, Lord, baby, you don't have to.
And he's like, just stay behind me.
And Morrigan goes, no.
That's
no, Morrigan doesn't say anything because she doesn't want to draw attention.
That's an order from your prince, Morrigan. He doesn't even seem to know what he's saying in that moment. It's not like anything clicked with him. Just he's in the heat of battle.
Yep. Tough shit. I'm older.
All right. So Adam, what are you doing?
Well, so it's one of my, what is it? The ravaging musing threshold thing.
Okay.
One of mine is to help those in need. So if I saw that thing did end up attacking, the kid, I would probably have to jump up from behind. I guess if no one's looking in my direction,
no one's looking.
So I'm gonna change into my regular self.
Okay. All right. So that'll be your action. You can change in your regular self and then, get up there if you want, and then act next turn. But because it takes an action to turn. So.
Okay, so action to turn. So at the end of this turn, I'll still be out of sight, essentially.
Yeah, you could stay there if you wanted to. Yeah.
Oh, but I could jump forward.
Yes.
And make my presence known at that point too.
Yes.
Okay. I might hang back one more round just because you said that thing is circling around, and I'm curious if I might be able to sneak attack it from behind.
Pamela,
or something.
Give me a wits plus alertness roll, difficulty 6.
Oh, I got 3 successes. 2 of them were 10.
You see them doing this at the end of the yard as you're washing up dishes from breakfast.
Shit. I drop a pot.
Okay.
What are the parents doing? Are they still eating?
They're upstairs packing up.
They are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know that I can't fight. And I think it might be better if I just, distract them, honestly. Because...
You be right.
Yeah. Just make sure they don't come out and do anything. Wait, did I see the kid get hurt?
Yes.
I may have to do a willpower roll. Call of the Needy. I have to help someone I see in need. Roll willpower to resist. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that to resist because I know that running out there is probably not the best idea.
Okay.
So let's see if I resist it. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is 7.
I got 1 success.
Okay, so you can. Now I need you to make another roll for me.
Okay.
I need you to roll your glamour.
Okay.
It's a difficulty 8.
I got 2 successes.
Okay. You don't trigger banality.
What does that mean?
Your antithesis is not sticking up for the underdog, and there's a little child being attacked by a creature out there. So you know what's right, but it's a conflict within yourself.
Yes, I know that running out there would lead to worse things.
Right.
And I know that Morrigan can handle herself, and I need to make sure the parents do not see. They wouldn't be able to see the Manticore,
they would just
would
they would think they were playing pretend or something out there.
Oh.
But if
Well,
they go out
she-
there and interrupt, and we're sitting there trying to fight,
But all of a
this,
sudden, they're
Exactly.
playing pretend with this random guy that showed up.
Yeah.
that's true too.
And
They
the
may
lady
think that
is-
Morgan's attacking.
Yeah, she's swinging
Just
her
waving this tripod
around.
around.
Yes.
Why is
Okay.
she trying to kill that super sexy man in the backyard?
That must be her ex.
I bet they had a fight. That must be a lover's quarrel. She's yelling, "You made me wash your junk."
So
Not in front of the child.
I'm gonna stay inside, and if I hear them coming down, I'll be ready to assist them. I mean, keep them in here. But she's like, oh dear, oh no, oh no, oh no, because she sees that happening and she feels useless, even though she knows that
Yeah.
she cannot help in a fight.
Gotcha.
And even if I were to go out and do the everything stops for tea, like, I don't think I could get out there in time.
Okay.
Like-
So you're running defense on family. to keep them away.
Yes, I'm
Gotcha.
like hovering, like wringing my hands, like, oh shit, I hope this
All
goes
right.
okay.
Next turn, I'm going to have you roll your initiative too.
Okay.
All right. So, Morrigan, what are you doing?
I'm stealthing to hit them with a mighty blow with my sword.
Okay. All right. So it's jockeying for position. It's trying to get in there. Go ahead and do that. You get to make your Dex plus stealth roll.
Okay, what's the normal difficulty?
Normal difficulty would be 6 in this situation.
Okay, so then it's -4, so the difficulty's 2.
Okay. So how many dots do you have in that?
In stealth?
Yeah. In that
Only-
in that pool.
5.
It's automatic success. You don't have to roll it.
Okay.
If you don't want to, you've got way more than the dots way more dice than the difficulty. You're
Okay, I'd rather just take the success and go on.
yeah, I would. Yeah. I
Okay.
don't blame you. Okay.
And then,
So you're attacking,
Say-
moving into
yes.
attack. He does not notice you. He is fixated on the boy.
okay. Is it strength plus?
It'll be Dex plus melee. Dex plus melee. Strength
Okay.
strength will determine the damage.
Okay.
And difficulty 6.
Okay. 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay.
Mhm.
What's the damage on your weapon?
It is damage is strength plus 3.
Okay. You got 1 success over normal. So how many dots do you have in strength?
4.
Okay. So it'll be 4
and a
dice.
specialty
5.
and
It'll be 5 dice.
okay.
You have a specialty in what?
Mighty blows.
Okay, so you would get 10 agains. Did you roll any 10s on that attack?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you have 4 dice in strength. You get 1 dice over because you did
Okay.
an additional success. So that's 5 dice. And then
Okay.
the damage on the weapon was what?
Strength plus 3.
Okay, so you'll add another 3 dice to your pool.
Okay.
You're looking for 6s. And then just let me know how many you get.
Do ones take away on damage?
No.
Okay. So I got 4.
4 total.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you make a very clean blow, and he just lets out a growl as you slice off the scorpion's tail
Ooh.
that's on the back of, that was his tail, and he just turns around in just pure anger, and looks, like he's looking around like he's not sure where that came from because of your enveloping, shadows. All right. So now Dominic's going, and he's just like, leave her alone. And he just raises his hand back and looks like he's gonna punch,
Oh my.
So okay, let me roll something real quick. 1, 2. 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay. So he, just looks like he's just angry. And he swings his fist right at the Manticore's, human face that it has. Let me mark my dice roll. Okay, he hits. All right. Yeah, and he socks it right in the face, and it just kind of, growls in anger, at being hit.
Nice.
And it doesn't look like it did much, but, it definitely is redoubling its efforts instead of looking for the shadows back at him. All right, Adam, you transform back to your human self. You're running forward. Are you saying anything as you run forward, or just kind of keeping your mouth shut?
I'm gonna be keeping my mouth shut, but I'm running forward. But I mean, like, I'm not trying to.
You're not like full sprint to get there.
I mean, like, am I running? I'm trying to think. Am I running from behind Dominic, or am I running closer to where D's at? To where if
Well,
he's
they're
got his
both
eyes trained.
They're both right there. You could, if you're running up, it might notice you coming just from how the battle's shaping out. But if you kind of wanted to go around, you could, to kind
I
of.
think I'd want to try to go around.
Okay, so it's not going to draw attention to yourself, basically.
Like, I'm not trying to necessarily draw attention to myself. I think after
Gotcha.
watching that kid just go for a punch like that,
Yeah.
like the help those in need thing
may have kind
has
of gone.
definitely kind of died.
It's like gone down a notch. Gotcha.
Kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I see what's happening.
Let me
now.
see. Yeah, I'm not. It's like more of a slow walk or a brisk walk than a jog over there at this point.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, we're back into a new round. Monica, go ahead and roll your initiative for me.
It's Dex plus what?
Dex plus wits, and you just add the number of dots to whatever you roll on the D10.
I have an 11.
11. Okay, so you will go after the Manticore.
Okay.
And I will give you something that is happening to you, and you can respond to it in time. So the Manticore is definitely going for Dominic. It's wanting to take him out. It's who created him. This thing, my creator has abandoned me. It's just all it knows is anger and frustration, and it doesn't understand a lot of things. I mean, it's got the mind of a child because a child created it, So that's what it's going to do. Dominic has got his fists balled up, and he's standing, beside you, Morrigan, and it's like he's trying to fight with you. And he's kind of starting to cry a little bit from the situation, but it's kind of angry tears more than it is fear,
Did
Yeah.
Dan ever go?
Dan can go on your turn, D. I know we forgot to do it. He can go on your initiative.
I forgot.
That's fine. It's kind of
completely.
too late
My
at this
bad.
point. That's fine.
It is very too late.
And so that leaves what they're going to do. Adam, what are you going to do?
Okay, so I'm trying to stay out of his out of its vision.
The Manticore? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna. I just want to see if I can take like a crippling, some kind of a crippling blow at it, like a leg. Or something,
Okay,
anything
with-
that can slow it down.
Sure, with what?
Obviously, chopping off a tail.
Yeah.
Is one thing. I just got that baton.
Oh, your police baton. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's a cop.
Yeah, just
No.
throw one at the kneecap.
You're
if
a
I can.
cop?
Not at all.
No.
Oh.
Oh, you stole it from a cop. Cool.
He's
I
got it.
may tell you I'm a cop.
That's
Yeah,
true.
he probably will. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you'll do on your turn. Okay. And D, what are you going to do?
I think I'm gonna cast. Well, Dan's gonna cast Scream.
Okay.
I am going to, I think, do Burning Through,
Okay.
which raises my strength.
Yes.
Can I do that and hit him at the same time?
Yes,
or
you can.
No?
You can.
I can? Okay.
Yes.
Then I'm going to cast
It's what
Burning Through on
Dominic
myself
did
and then hit him with my sword.
Okay.
What'd you say?
I said it's what Dominic just did too.
Oh.
Yep.
Ah!
Yep. All right. So,
Like, man, God.
yeah. So, yeah, go ahead and do that. And then don't forget Dan after you do your stuff.
Yeah, sorry. I just
So difficulty
totally
8.
forgot about him. Okay, difficulty 8 is Dragon's Ire. And it's myself, so Faye. Oh, thank God. I got 2 10s, not on the nightmare.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So 2 successes. You'll have 2 rounds that this is active.
Okay, and this each success
Gives you a point of strength.
strength.
Mhm.
So I have for the next 2 rounds, I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well,
6
it's
strength.
split. It must be split between efficacy and duration. So
Oh,
you'll have
okay.
1 extra dice for 1 round, basically.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So, all right. So, yep. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay.
So it'll be Dex plus melee.
Okay.
Difficulty 6.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend a willpower.
Okay.
Boy howdy, what I did. 5 with my willpower.
Oh wow. Okay. So you're going to take your strength plus 4 extra dice.
Okay.
Plus, I think your damage on your weapon was 4.
3.
3. So plus another 3 dice. Plus 1 more dice because of your dragon's ire.
Okay.
And you're looking for 6s. Oh wait, you rolled 2 10s?
Yeah.
No, you rolled 2 10s on dragon's ire. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Roll your dice.
Oh, and I'm looking for what and up?
6s.
6s, and this is damage.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm sorry, there's just a lot of dice.
That's fine, I know.
I have. Does this count as a mighty blow?
No, it would have been on your roll to attack.
Okay. Mighty blows and strength, though.
Oh, then yes, you get 10s again.
Okay. All right. So in that case, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Oh, geez. Okay. All right. Well, I don't need to do anything. There's no soak necessary. As Dominic punches it in the face, and it kind of turns around to see a little, to see what you're doing, and also to see what that puka with the baton that just came out is doing. That was a bad idea for it to even look away for a second. The sword comes down, the head comes off in a mighty chop, and disintegrating into a flash of light and glamour, and then a breeze on the wind, and then nothing. The Manticore is gone. The mom and dad, though,
Oh, fuck.
have
Wait,
come
hold
down.
on.
Have
Before-
come down the
before
stairs. Yes.
Before that happens, I'm just gonna hit the ground and say, "Have at thee, beast!"
Okay.
Since I did literally nothing.
like you were contributing. Okay.
Morrigan
Okay.
just stares at you like with that incredulous look, like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah. And they come down the stairs looking
Thank
like
God
they're
I was
looking
here.
past you to see if Dominic, like they're trying to look out the kitchen window to see him, in passing or anything like that. If you want to allow them to look, by all means, go ahead. But if you want to try to distract them or do something like that, you're certainly entitled to.
Did I see the battle just end?
You see that the last time you saw it was still going on. This is all happening right now.
Oh, I would probably distract anyway because Adam's a dude now.
Yeah.
So I will distract them.
Okay.
Oh, hello!
Doing the stout by her voice.
Doubtfire.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So what are you saying?
That's what I said. No.
Oh, that's
no,
it.
I'm kidding. Are you all packed up? Do you need any help? You said they were packing, right?
Uh-huh.
They're
Give me
gonna leave.
manipulation plus subterfuge. Difficulty of 6.
Oh my god.
And tell me what you're saying as you're rolling this.
I'm gonna roll a willpower.
Okay, so you got a willpower, spend a point of willpower. Okay.
I got 4 successes.
Okay, so yeah, they're like, like they stopped looking past you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready. We're just looking for Dom. I know he was doing his lesson.
Oh, he's having so much fun.
Is he?
He is.
Okay, well, we're going to go talk to him in just a sec, but,
Oh.
um,
Do you need a snack or anything?
you know, yeah, maybe we do.
Yeah.
Some of that tea, it's wonderful.
Of course.
Yes.
You have to try this. You have to try it. Come on. And that's Brittany, talking to Craig.
Perfect.
And he's like, okay, all right. I guess give him a little more time, right? Before we go to the place.
He sure is loving it.
Good.
I hope they can't see me sweating.
Yeah. No, you got enough successes. They don't see you. So, all right, the fight is over, and a puka lands. Have at thee, beast! And like you swing it where it was dissipating. Like you were like, I'm helping. And Dominic's like, it's gone. You did it. You killed him.
To Adam?
No,
Or
to Morrigan. To Morrigan.
Okay.
Morrigan would have been like that. Am I a joke to you, man?
Yes.
It's gone. It's not going to hurt anything or anyone anymore.
No.
But man,
it's not.
ow. And he's got a claw mark, like you guys would see it. His parents wouldn't.
Morrigan signals for Dan to come and cast heal on him.
Yeah, I'm not going to make him roll. It's just we're
Okay.
gonna do it because it's not
Okay.
a critical thing, And he goes, there you go, lad. Good as new. Wow. That felt right.
It's the way you've always been since I've known you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
She goes, your name is Prince Illyrial
Yeah.
of House Gaha.
Yeah.
She goes, we're of the same house. I've served in your court in lifetimes past.
I don't know why, but I believe you.
She goes, I know. She goes, what questions do you have?
A lot. What are we? What's going on? What's happening? Why is this
She goes,
happening to me?
She goes, we are the she. She goes, that, and she points at Adam, she goes, is a puka. She goes, we're of the Fae.
He's
She
the
goes-
dog. His tail and his ears are the same color.
Yes,
are you the
he's
dog? Are you my dog?
You're not, no, he's not going.
No, I'm not your dog. I'm actually a reporter at the Daily Planet. I saw some commotion happening in this backyard, and I was just curious as to what was going on here. If you excuse me, I've actually got to go back now and write my story up. If excuse me, I'm just gonna walk away here, and then I'm just gonna try to walk away out of sight.
Okay.
Morrigan
Hey.
goes, pukas will lie every time they're asked a question. So
Why?
It's just their thing. All of us have different
Are you a man? He yells as you're walking away at him.
Some people call me that. Maybe. I gotta go. Bye.
Okay. Where are you
Yeah,
heading to?
I'm trying to get out of sight.
Okay. I got you going behind.
I just want to
the
get out
house.
of sight because I'm going to turn back,
Gotcha.
and I don't
Okay.
want anyone to see it.
Yeah, you can do it. I'll allow.
Okay.
You go
I'm gonna
in the
turn back.
bushes. Yep.
Yeah, and I'll turn back into a dog, and then
Okay.
I'll come back
Okay.
out and.
All right. Wow.
She goes, listen to me,
Yeah.
because we're not going to have a lot of time. And to be quite honest, the dog does not matter.
Okay.
He is a trickster, and he and I will have words later.
He's funny.
I'm gonna come back and nuzzle on Dominic and like sit next to him.
Oh no.
And he starts to scratch behind his ear. It's almost like not like you. It's passive. You know what I mean, D? Like
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
help but.
Yeah.
It's like Monica when she sees a dog, she's going to pet it.
Yes.
She goes, we are the she. She goes, you will hear others call us the autumn she, because we decided to stay in this world when the gates to our home world closed. And she goes, and those of our house in particular took up the changeling way before
The what?
our homeland even closed up. She goes, we're changelings.
Change.
We are the spirits of the Fae in mortal bodies. You've lived many lifetimes,
They're finishing up their tea.
and you'll live many more. And she kind of gets down on his level, because she heard them talking about taking him to the doctor, didn't she? Earlier, yeah, because that's what
triggered the
panic attack.
response. Yep.
And she goes, but listen to me. You cannot tell others about this world. She goes, you cannot tell your parents about this world. She goes, they will take you to doctors, and it will be very unhealthy for you.
Okay.
They don't understand. They can't see this world. But
Give
it
me
is
give me charisma plus leadership.
okay.
Difficulty of 7. Okay.
This kid can't be like, you're full of shit.
No, it's because he's been told his whole life that he's sick, and you're telling him otherwise.
3 successes.
Okay. He's like, I understand. At that point, and you're like rushing to tell him all this stuff. And at this point, his
Yes.
parents are coming out, and Pamela's behind him. Like, I guess you probably got your little apron on, and I don't know. What are you doing, Pamela?
I guess I'd follow him.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, you see that she's out there with the dog and Dominic.
I'm just looking around. Like,
We're all loaded up, son. We're about ready to go. Okay, Dad.
Morgan goes, may I have your address so that I can send you some of his prints that he's taken?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let me get you a card. And he gets like a recruiter card out, Army recruiter card.
Right.
He starts signing on the back of it and hands it to you.
Thank you. He's got quite a talent.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, we'd love to see him.
I honestly, and I don't mean to overstep my bounds, but it might be something that you might look into for him. A way to channel his creativity, if you will.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe so. Yeah. I think they've got a
Are you
program on the base. Yeah. Dom, we were talking it over. We can't take the dog, buddy. I know you would like to have it. That's okay, Dad. This is his home. It's okay. He can stay here. Miss Pamela, he can stay here, right?
of course.
Yeah,
She's
it'll be
still
okay.
Thinking about that, yeah. But she'll tell him.
Mechanically, you just said he's a welcome guest in your home.
He did help. Well, I didn't
Yes.
see him help, did I?
In your eyes, you think he helped. You don't know.
Yeah, I saw him out there.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, that I would be like, of course.
Good. He needs a home. And lots of baths. And probably to be fixed. And he
Morgan just
and he,
goes,
and he
"I
looks
like
and he
him."
looks down at you, Adam, and he's like, unless you're bad, that's gonna happen. I mean, unless you're good, that's gonna happen. They'll fix you.
I'm just gonna
Bite him. Just kidding.
I'm just gonna like. I think I may just try to run away.
Okay. So you're kind of walking off, like acting disinterested, I guess. So it didn't look like you're running, maybe.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
And they're just watching you go, doing dog stuff, And then the conversation turns back to, what they were talking about. Well, thank you guys so much for your hospitality. This was a really great place. I'm going to definitely tell my friends at the base about this place. It's really, you guys are really go above and beyond. It's appreciated.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Come on, Dom. Let's get in the car. Let's hit the road.
Y'all heading back to the base?
Yeah. We are. Sure are. And he seems like he's being truthful about that.
Good deal.
All right, kiddo. Let's go. Daylight's burning. And off they go to their car. Loading up. Heading out on the road. So they're gone. Adam, what's your character doing? You actually running for it back into town or what?
Wait, what?
Are you actually running away? Are you going back into town? Are you leaving? Where are you going? Are you staying around the property?
I'm gonna probably stay around the property.
You were just getting away from them.
I was just getting away from them because I don't want them to take me.
Gotcha. You're just keeping.
That's not an adventure to me.
Yeah.
Getting my nut cut off.
Gotcha. All right. So you're still around. Pamela, what are you doing?
Probably you want to ask Morrigan what happened.
Okay.
Once they're gone.
The Chimera came and attacked.
And I see he's gone. She's still nervous, like he might come back.
Yes,
somehow.
he's been undone.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
I hope that Prince Illyrial makes it back okay. I hope that he remembers more about who he is.
His parents seem to. Well, Brittany seemed to listen to me about not sending him anywhere.
I hope that his father listens. It's not a good road otherwise. Where'd that puka go?
Where's this conversation happening?
In the backyard. Or actually off the side yard where they're watching the family leave.
Okay. I'm just gonna change back.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then-
you're out of sight. So no
And then I'm gonna walk back in. I'm gonna walk back over and be like, well, that was extraordinary. But can I please get a little bit more decaf coffee? This is a very strange way to start my days.
I'm just
Morgan
staring at
just
him.
looks at him.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say to him.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just help myself then.
Wait, no. If he's heading in there, she's following. Like, no.
And
No.
And he can go right in.
Morgan's
No
like-
alarms go off.
Yeah.
He is a welcome guest in your establishment
Yeah.
until you say otherwise.
You still owe me for the night you spent here, sir. Sir.
Aren't my charm and good looks enough? I mean,
No.
please.
No.
No, they are not.
Well, this is quite a pickle then.
I suppose you will have to make yourself useful in order to work off your debt.
He can keep the cats away.
Are you good at that, Marty?
Well, To be honest, I'm a bit of a pussy magnet, so I don't know if that's gonna very much help.
Morgan just looks at him and goes, I doubt that. I
We
doubt
don't
that
need
very
more of
much.
the cats coming around then.
There won't be any more cats.
He said he's got a magnet for him.
Not that kind of cat, Dan.
I know, it was funny to let you explain it to me.
Pamela's blushing. She doesn't like that kind of talk.
Well,
Morgan's just like,
well, he has permission to stay here. He did try to help the boy. So I grant you permission in my freehold.
Dan, I will.
I have to admit, I did a very exquisite job of it too.
Oh, aye, he did a exquisite job.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
She's interested.
He
She didn't know.
single-handedly killed the Manticore.
I find
Didn't
that
ya,
hard
lad?
to believe.
Morgan looks at Dan like you, but then, but he asked you a direct question.
He asked you a direct question, said you killed it, didn't you?
Oh, he asked the poop.
Well,
Oh.
I mean, I guess it's a bit of a team effort, I suppose, but
Single-handedly, lad, didn't you?
I mean, what's your name again? She was here. She saw it.
Miss Morrigan?
Yes.
She didn't kill it herself, did she? All by herself? Like a hero?
Dominic was there.
Dominic was there.
Without that punch, it would have never happened.
Oh. So she didn't chop his head off by herself, did she?
I mean, it's a group effort. It was what it was. I don't care. I wasn't paying attention.
Fair enough.
I'll say thank you, Morrigan.
Morgan's just enjoying watching Dan try to get his head to explode. Because it's like, he can't tell the truth. But if the lie is the truth, how does that work?
This is great fun.
I'm glad you're amused.
He can stay. You can't have any my traits. Though.
I'm sorry, your traits?
Traits. Snacks.
I make him little cookies.
Your snakes? You have snakes?
Yes. He has lots of snakes.
Fascinating bird you've got here. He's got traits and snakes. Wow.
Americans.
I know.
Why are we here anyway? I'll be in my
Where I was
room.
born. This time around, anyway.
I'm reading my book.
What letter are you at?
I read the whole one. I know all the numbers in the town.
Oh, so you know the
Excellent.
vet.
Aye.
Oh, that's
Okay,
good because
well,
we got to get this one neutered.
Yeah, we gotta keep that in our back pocket, don't we?
Keep them
Excuse
both
me.
in your back pocket after it's done.
You want the snacks? Is that what I heard?
Oh, aye. That's enough taking the pace out of him.
No, if excuse me, I'm gonna go make some coffee.
Fine, but don't make a mess, and we will find a way for you to pay off your debt.
Oh, your kitchen will be trashed.
Don't you dare!
Remember, lies.
I know, but she heard a threat to her kitchen, and she doesn't know who the fuck said it. She's just mad. She is going to be very easily manipulated by him, because she's just going to forget that he's not being honest.
Gotcha. Well,
You'll get
Thanks.
over it quick. I'm a charmer.
What a dichotomy because Morrigan does not lie.
Yeah.
And Marty always lies.
if that's his real name.
If that is his real name.
Well, so the sound of rattling cans and a coffee maker
Be
being
careful.
prepared as our camera pans up above the Reverie. And off into the distance, a car on a lonely stretch of highway making its way back to Missouri. Driving closer and closer to the Fellowship camp. And then slowing down, looking, and then driving on past.
Yay!
Yay! It's like those bitches.
And out the window goes a crumpled brochure.
Cool, they littered. I don't give a shit.
Banality trigger.
That's cool. Yay!
And that concludes our story for this evening. I'm going to give you all 3 XP.
Woo!
And we're going to kind of go around the virtual table here. And we'll start with Adam. Adam, what was your favorite part of the game tonight? Did you have one?
Well, probably my favorite part is just cackling in the middle of my intro as you were talking to them about the dog, and the fact that they went along with giving me a bath and everything.
Oh my god.
I knew that was gonna make for a very interesting.
So you were like
intro
laughing
when
your
I
ass off
showed up.
mic and stuff?
Oh yeah. Luckily I was muted. So.
Good. All right, D, what about you?
Oh man. I think when Adam ran up after everything was over, because he found
That
peace.
was mine too, I think. That's
Oh,
what
yeah?
I was gonna say.
All right, well, Adam, you get the Player of the Night award, I guess.
Hey.
Good intro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, Adam, what do you think of these two? Your character thinks of these two so far
So far
that you can
I'm-
say anyway.
What?
I think with my characters, I think the whole situation is fascinating to him,
Mhm.
and that I think he's gonna have a lot of fun with Monica's character
Yes.
Mhm.
for sure, and then he's always gonna kind of have eyes in the back of his head on Dee's character.
Yeah.
Maybe may take his moments when he can, but you know.
Yeah.
He's not a fighter,
Gotcha.
really, so he's gonna.
Let
You
her
know.
do the lifting.
Yeah, he can be a bit, and he'll be as good of a boy as he can.
All right. Well, we will have. Hopefully, Adam, you're going to come back. You think something you want to
Yeah.
keep doing? Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So
I'll be back.
looks like we have a group of 3 now.
Yay!
So we'll see what they get into in our next chapter. Until then, this is GM Tuck wishing you all the very best and happiest of dreams. Good night, everyone.